too.
In fact, I got to do something.
Well, how does it feel to be your last event of your college career? That's kind of a strange thing, or how do you feel about it?
It's been a long time coming. It's nice to be done with school, and I think I'm ready for this. And the team is at the best place they've been at. So I think we have a chance to make a run, and it's going to be exciting and fun. We'll see what happens.
When you say you feel like they're the best place that they've been, what I mean, aside from scores, what gives you that sense?
Scores.
Okay.
And I think just we're all kind of together more. You know, we're hanging out a lot more. We're feeding off each other and stuff.
You guys have finished, have shown an act of finishing really strong. Did you ever look at it like, how can we get ourselves to start quicker?
Yeah, it's not like you ever try to start slow or ever try to finish strong. It's just you're trying to do the best you can the whole time. So I think it just shows we have a lot of resolve, and that's why we finished strong. I guess we haven't put ourselves in a leading position much, so it's easier to finish stronger when you're behind, I would say, just because you kind of let go of control and you just kind of let it happen from there at the end. And we've done well with that, with having resolve and not getting disappointed too much before the thing's actually over.
You got such a young group behind, aside from you and Anders, it's such a young group. How kind of help the others come of age and kind of get through something like this, which they've never gone through before?
Yeah, just trying to be an example and also answer any questions they might have, or just kind of tell them what it's like, what it's going to be like, and how exciting it is, and just to be themselves. They don't have to do anything special. There's no other gear they need to get at for this finish. I think a lot of people think you got to find another gear for the finals, but you don't. You just have to be yourself when you play good. There's no special. You know, it just kind of happens, and you let the stage bring you to the next level. You don't try to control that yourself.
You mentioned before this is your last NCAA. Is there a part of you that's kind of hard to keep your emotions under control? Is there going to be a part of you that's, gets a little emotional?
You play so many tournaments, you play so many rounds of important golf that you just kind of get to a point where you have perspective on what you're doing, and it's not going to be the end of the world if it doesn't work out, and I'll still be okay, and my family will still love me, so I don't make it more than it is, and I'm going to do the best I can. I'll have control of my emotions, and I'll be in control of only what I can do, and then I'll let it happen from there.
Do you have that in writing for your family? They will still love you?
I have it. I'm pretty confident.
Okay. All right. Well, and is there another part of you that's just anxious to get through this phase of your life and move on now? I mean, because you've kind of been torn, even as this.
I think I've been anxious all the way up until now. I think everything going forward is really exciting now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is big. National championship's big, so everything's big from here out.
Yeah, everything's big. Yeah, you've got a pretty interesting couple months coming up, right?
Yeah.
Well, for this season for you, how has it? How have you dealt with the distractions? I guess because you've kind of been bouncing back and forth a little bit between obligations.
Yeah, I wish that I dealt with them better, but I learned a lot from it, of course, and I'll handle it better next time. I was pretty frustrated this year with my game a lot of the time, and having school and other obligations and distractions, I could have handled that better. I could have focused more on myself mentally than stressing about my game physically. That was off, and I definitely will be ready for that next time. And I know I can compete with not my best play, but if my head's not in the right place, then I have no chance. And that's kind of what happened a lot this year.
What was it? Just did you have too much stuff going on?
Probably too much stuff going on, not enough time to work on what I wanted to work on sometimes, and I was struggling with, it's okay if you've got your game under control and you don't have a whole lot of time, but when you're working on something or you're a little off and you don't feel like you have the time to work on it, and I just got really frustrated, and I let that leak into my personal life and everything, and also let it affect the strengths of my game, got worse, and I just kind of, it was a uphill battle from there, but I'm happy where I am now, and moving forward, I think I can only get to a better place.
So you weren't a lot of fun to be around? Or?
Probably not a lot of fun to be around.
Yeah. Well, did you feel connected to the team too? Because sometimes you would take you'd be away for a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't feel connected to the team this year until here at the end. I think we just all had our own. I mean, they had a lot of these younger guys have a different stuff going on than I do. And when you're here, freshman, sophomore year, like this is it. You're doing your school, you're doing your golf. Georgia Tech golf is it. By the time you're a senior, you have a lot of things coming together outside of just Georgia Tech golf, and it distracts you away from Georgia Tech golf. And it's hard to find the balance there, and hard to stay present. It's been hard for me to stay in the present this year. Always talking about what's next, and I've definitely learned to be more humble, to kind of relax a little bit more, and stay grounded, and stay in the present, and enjoy where I'm at here and now, and not make anything too big a deal.